Hello loves, it has been a long time since my last video. Pandemic, babies, moving, jobs, reasons, junk, things, and life. So there that is. So now on to the fun stuff. Now in one of my last videos, I had shared with you how I made this DIY homemade victory roll hair tool out of a travel lint roller. I still use this tool. It's one of my go-tos. I use it a lot more than my roll and go. I actually almost prefer it because it gives a tighter curl and it's better for me for setting my hair. I still haven't done a good pin curl set with my roll and go. I haven't mastered that yet. Okay, so I want to show you a new tool in my arsenal. In fact, I have used it today to get this look, and I am telling you right now, it is like the easiest thing. So let me introduce you to the components. So I purchased a hair donut from the Dollar Tree, little cheapy hair donut. I cut it in half. So I ended up with two of these, two sausage rolls. Okay, and now they're going to unravel, and that's fine. So that's fine. Okay, they can do that. Okay, and then hair. This is my hair from years ago. I had cut my hair, and the gal who did it, I asked her to save the hair for me because I was going to use it for hair forms. Okay, so if you have dyed hair and you've got like a funky cool color, you could buy synthetic hair and that would totally be fine. Okay, so you're going to want to put it in a rubber band or clippy or something because you want to keep it together. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that net hair roll, that donut hair roll. Okay, so I'm putting it into this mesh fabric, and then I'm rolling it back up. Okay, so now this is what it should look like. And just going to go ahead and sew this up. So you don't need to come through with like tiny stitches. You can use big broad stitches. And so it's not going to fall apart if you don't, because I'm also going to be wrapping this with a hairnet. Okay, now if you do this, I recommend getting thread that matches the hair, and I recommend, or as close as possible, and I also recommend that you use a thicker thread, not necessarily a like yarn type thread, but you do want something thicker, like maybe a quilting type thread. Alright, so there that is. I have now sewn the back and I have sewn the side, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start forming a loop with the hair. And you could use product if you want. I'm sure that would work just fine to help hold things in place and give more of a polished look. I chose not to. Okay, so I am pinning with U-shaped pins, U-shaped bobby pins. I'm pinning the hair to the form. Now the thread I am using is black. I would probably, next time I do this, use a brown, but black is what I had on hand. Okay. So I'm getting a nice little spiral. I'm not going to worry too much about like making everything perfect and tucking in loose ends, because those are actually all going to come together, and I'm going to show you in a moment. So now this is what I have. I'm not sure how well you can actually see that. Okay. So now I am just going to sew that hair down to the form in big, broad sort of stitches. Remove the pins, the hair pins as necessary. So eventually, yes, all of the hairpins are going to be removed. So I'm just loop, loop, loop. Okay. And it's actually holding down pretty well. So remove the pins. So all of the pins are gone now. Now the nice thing about this is it literally takes just a few minutes to do my hair when I use one of these. It's so easy. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tie this off. So thread it through and put it through the loop. Put the needle through the loop to make a knot. I'll do this a couple times. And I'm going to snip that thread off. Okay, so this is what I am left with. Okay. Now I'm going to take this, my hairnet, and putting this sausage thing into the hairnet. Okay? And then what you're going to want to do, once you get that positioned about center, you are going to take your hairnet, oh, there we are. Okay, so you're going to want to take this and you're going to want to tie this off at the end, as close to the back of the hair sausage as you can. So this is what you're left with. It's like a little sausage casing. Cut off the excess. And that is it. Now I'm going to start a new video and I'm going to show you on a wig how to use this.